What's happening, guys? So for this week's video, I want to cover something that I refer to as active rest. And it's something I do whenever I'm doing any type of martial arts conditioning movements. When I say that, I'm talking about when I'm doing bag work, whether it be boxing, Muay Thai, or kickboxing. I like to engage in what I call active rest. And all my students here, they are very clear on that term. And what it is ultimately is, whenever we're doing rounds on a bag, whether I'm shadow boxing or hitting a bag, in between rounds, I don't stop to rest. If you've ever done a cardio kickboxing class, in between rounds, you know, people drop their hands and they go into like get a sip of water, get some just catching their breath. But I don't do that. In between rounds, I make my students, my clients, and myself, what we do is we keep moving. Now, you are resting. You're breathing slower. You're trying to get more oxygen back in, depending on how your conditioning was in between, and how much effort you were putting into the round. But you don't stop moving. I can go about this a whole bunch of different ways. One way is I keep throwing 1-2s into the bag, sometimes hooks, and just controlling my breathing, trying to get oxygen back in. Another way is sometimes I make myself and my students, my clients, we just start running real light laps while the rest interval is counting through, or run back and forth touching a wall. Depends on what kind of space you're working in, because these workouts I post are not just for a gym, they're for your home. So if you have a bag in your garage, you kind of have to make do. I wouldn't do anything as intense as a burpee, although I have done that before, but then that kind of takes away the aspect of resting, okay? So you want to be moving your body still, but to a degree that you can actually lower your heart rate and breathe. And if you're doing something high intensity like a burpee, that can be hard to do, okay? So watch the footage and see the different ways that I go about using active rest in between my cardio rounds. Okay, so that is a great means of intensifying your cardio kickboxing, boxing, or whatever, but basically your conditioning workout. It can be applied to traditional strength conditioning routines as well, but I specifically use this type of thing for bag work. Okay, I also use it for pad work. So if my students or I'm with a client or a student, and I'm holding mitts, we're hitting mitts or we're hitting pads, in between the rounds I will make them continue to hit the pads and just work on breathing with them. And out while they're still moving. From a fighting perspective, that just gets you in the mindset and it gets your body conditioned to be able to be exhausted, but you can still move. You can still put your hands in front of you, keep them up, all the things that are important when fighting. From a fitness standpoint, it just gives you better endurance and stamina, and again, you just get a better burn and a better workout. Also, this gives you an opportunity to shorten the workout. When I didn't do this before, I could do 20 rounds on a bag, 15 rounds, 10 rounds on a bag. Sometimes when I only have enough time to get 5 rounds or 6 rounds or even 3 rounds, there are times that I will just get 3 3-minute rounds or 3 2-minute rounds even. I have less than 10 minutes to get a quick burn or a quick workout in, and I feel like hitting the bag to get a quick conditioning blitz. This is a way to maximize the benefits of the conditioning, whereas I am not stopping, so it's basically a 6 to 10 minute sprint. So if you've got a bag at home, if you have access to a gym that has a bag, give this a try. You can adopt it into any workout routine, but I want you to consider using active rest. It'll be a struggle at first, but you will see the benefits of moving constantly, and it will increase your muscle stamina and your conditioning, and it'll get to a point where you kind of almost hit this cruise control, where you never really ever have that drop after a really intense movement. After really intense movements or exercise routines. And with that, thank you again for watching my weekly videos. Remember to keep fighting for fit, no excuses, move that body and get in the best shape of your life, but it's all up to you. I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please like and subscribe so we can keep this thing going, and I will see you guys next week.